What is good, everybody? This is Charles from Team COG coming at you guys here with a post-commentary YCS Richmond Sinful Spoil Infernoble deck video. Like, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this on the channel, to be honest with you. Simply because I've just never, they've never been like, truly one of my decks that I've always played has never been like in like a YCS at this level to be on the feature match. So I thought it would be pretty cool to watch Pack here pilot Sinful Spoils Infernobles. At the current time of making this video, I think there's 3 Infernobles in the top 16, 2 Sinful Spoils, and 1 normal. I cannot wait to see the normal guys list. My opinion real quick, because people are going to ask, people are going to comment about like why I don't play the Sinful Spoil. I think it does what the deck already does better. It just adds a little bit win more. And you only want to see technically, you only want to see Wanted out of the entire thing. You don't mind seeing the Witch, but you want to start with Wanted in your hand. And I believe that the deck has a lot more like 2-card combos by playing like the additional cards you would do to see that to beat hand traps. However, I do know what it does. I am very aware the engine is phenomenal. If you have it and you like it, play it. If you don't have it, you don't need it to play the deck. Essentially what it comes down to. Again, just my opinion. But anyway, Pack is playing that list, and we're going to watch his video here today. Like, it's so awesome to see Infernoble be in the feature match and have so many, like, you know, like normally like maybe one Infernoble or something like that would like make it into the top 16, but I have 3 of them up there. That's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and press play here. Let's go ahead and fast forward just a little bit here without causing too much of a ruckus here. Okay, so there we go. It looks like, okay, so we just started. We started out here with, he looks like playing against Tear. God, I hate Tear. Tear is like, I despise it. He must have clearly lost the dice roll. And as you guys can see, he's on Sinful Spoil Infernobles, and his opponent's on Tearalament. I dislike Tear, guys. I hate any deck. Like, I don't want to say I dislike the deck. I hate losing to the deck because, like, I know people are going to be like, the deck takes skill, but the deck literally is a lottery deck. I've literally watched people mill good and then people who mill bad. And when you mill bad on this deck, you mill bad. But we're going to see Effect Veiler touchdown on that Bahamut shirt. Now, see, get this, man. Like, I've actually been talking about in my videos about playing Effect Veiler. Simply because, like, the way that my luck normally goes is when I draw off Malgus, I usually rip in perm. So, like, Effect Veiler has been kind of in the back of my mind. But also, I'm also a trauma deck build due to my own, like, luck. And, like, I'm used to my luck. Like, I will always rip Effect Veiler on the top for my 6th card. And I would much rather have been in perm, because at least I can activate in perm like right away, whereas Effect Veiler has to be like on your opponent's main phase. We're going to see him add the Ed Sheeran, I believe. I think that's what it is. He's going to normal summon it. By pitch, you know, he just pitches the, I don't know which one that one is, but Kelbeck, okay. There we go. So we're going to see a lot of mills. Now I get, like, I guess I can kind of see here, like, I can kind of see why people believe, like, Tearalament is not that lucky because, like, statistically you have played so many names, you play a 40-card deck. But still, man, like, you can still miss and hit all. Which is, again, a reason why I don't play the deck, is because, like, first off, I dislike decks, like I just said earlier, that lose to, or that are luck-based, and I have the worst luck ever, so why would I play it? But it's just, this deck gives me anxiety to play against because, like, every time he's like mill, you're just like sitting there watching his graveyard, making sure like mill bad, mill bad, mill bad, mill bad. But we're gonna see Ash. So he's on Ash, Effect Veiler, DDR, in perm. So he's playing quite a bit. So there's a Sinful Spoil card, I believe, Wanted. So he must have his engine like cut down if he's playing like all those hand traps. I mean, technically you have like, I believe like you have like a solid like 9+ like free spots. So like technically Ash, in perm, Veiler would be like the 3 flex spots. I just have such, I like right now currently with the current list I'm testing the mill more. There's Durandal, Angel's Ring, Gearfried, and Heritage. Dang, that's nice getting Gearfried there. So that means like if he has Ogier, or like I don't know like Pack's hand, but if he has Ogier, he can like send something. He can send the Turpin instead, and then like he can send the Malgus off of the Angelica to like shuffle resources back later on. But the Gearfried to the graveyard is actually a really decent thing to already have. But the list I'm testing, I took a little page out of Triff's book, and I've decided, like, for sake, like, hand traps outside of, like, in perm. And I'm just, like, an all-gas, go second list. Like, if I go first, I'm winning, because, like, let's be honest, like, this deck is, like, inherently stronger going first. It can go second. I know some people are like, this deck, Infernobles can't go second, but, like, we literally have, like, such gas to go second. It's definitely not stronger than going first. Exactly. I don't recommend anyone playing, like, a build to go. But back in the day, too, he's revealing, I believe that's the Tearalament. Back in the day, I used to play Dark Rulers. I didn't play that many hand traps. I just played Dark Rulers and like stuff like that and went second and got a lot of success with the deck in the remote duel setting and a lot of like box tournaments way back in the day. God, he's just, look, my goodness. Yeah, look at the Pack's little, well, one second, you guys can't see Pack here. Pack just made a smirk here. Let's see here. If we can move me like right here. Perfect. There we go. Pack made a sad smirk when he saw those mills. Like, man, trust me, I get it. I feel your soul, man. I understand. But like, yeah, that's currently what I'm doing with my list. Is I am trying to taking a page out of Tripp's book. I might even try enemy control. I don't know. Sounds kind of nice. Tribute something off. Steal a warrior. But I'm playing a lot of hand. I believe like the deck like it makes IP Little Knight SP, not IP. Little Knight. He sets one, and Pack will draw. All right, so he has drew an effective. See right there's an exact reason, man. If that was in perm, like I understand he's playing both, but that's exactly what would happen to me. If I drew in perm, you could in perm one of these like disruptions, right? But so he has Rhoda, terraforming. I don't.
Beautiful terraforming, by the way.
I'm not a fan of terraforming. To be honest with you, in the deck, I don't think like you need to play terraforming.
Deck failure, by the way, isn't going to be much help right now. Yeah, not.
I believe you just have some. I mean, like I get the logic behind it, but terraforming can already be like a free spot. I mean, arguably, like you could throw the argument that terraforming loses you lose to draw like 100%. Like right here in this hand, I mean, look at his hand. Like if he got drolled, game over. But, you know, hypotheticals, right? But he's going to activate the beautiful Noble Arms Museum. I think the only cards I need is, like, Isolde and Museum, and, like, my Infernobles are purely max rarity all the way up. But he's going to activate Museum here, and then he's going to respond. I believe he's going to try and fuse, if I remember correctly. Which is not bad, because he's going to get, like, the Shuffle. Or no, he's using the Shuffle, I believe.
Okay, so there was, in fact, a Keldo in the grave, using it to put back the mills.
Okay, he's using Keldo. Okay, I see what he's doing. He's using Keldo, Shuffle back, use the field spell to target, destroy the one he has on field, Shuffle 3. Then he's going to summon out the Kaleido Heart. Okay. Yeah, now I'm following. I am following here. Well, this is good. This so like arguably here's a good reason for him to be playing terraforming is because the field spell's not hard once per turn, and he hard opened one, so like clearly this is going like unpunished. So we're going to see a second. Now, if he's playing 2 Durandal, which I know like people have like played 2 to 3 Durandal, especially with Angelic Ring coming out, some people trim down like the Infernoble package, I included. But if he's only playing 2 Durandal, oh no, he's grabbing Almus. Okay. So Almus is good. Oh, I mean, is Almus that good? I mean, yeah, because Almus can trigger. So as long as he has a monster to summon, Almus can trigger, and then he can grab the Durandal from the graveyard. Pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of unlucky to build both your Durandals, but I mean, like, there's your argument for playing 3, right? Tear is just an awful matchup, I believe, so he's gonna... Oh, wait a second. Okay, so you can't do this. If you guys don't know, Almus has to be equipped to a monster you control. And I understand, like, not trying to, like, what's it called? Durandal? Durandal doesn't have to be equipped to a monster you control. You can equip Durandal to any monster on the field, whereas Alma specifically says, yeah, I think it specifically says, well, I know it, you have to equip it to a monster you control, but I think it specifically says you have to equip the equip that you're trying to get with Almus to a monster you control. So, like, yeah, hopefully they catch this. This is, like, one of those, like, subtle things that a lot of people, like, catch. They are not catching it. So he's doing exactly, yeah, so he's going to be able to grab the Durandal from the graveyard, but he can't do that. But, I mean, like, wow.
Definitely in right now.
That's kind of crazy. I'm kind of looking at his deck list as he's going by. Like as of right now, I've not seen his deck list. So looking through, yeah, I mean, like you could grab like maybe, arguably you grab with the hand he has. He has Rhoda. Like I would grab Ogier here, normal Ogier. Oh well, no. See, like if you normal Ogier, you have to use Ogier's effect. The Little Knight can fire off. Maybe Malgus. Actually, Malgus is not too bad of a choice. He can add the Malgus, then he can normal it, and Malgus doesn't have an on-summon effect, so then he can crash. He has Rhoda too, so he'd be able to fire off. Oh, there we go. Go Pack. Yeah, there we go. I'd probably go for Renaud. Renaud can force that. Renaud can force an interaction because it can grab that Gearfried and Gearfried alone. But even looking at his hand here, I don't know. It's always easy to sit outside, like be like the guy watching, right? To be like, oh, you could have done this, you could have done that. So definitely, guys, don't take my opinion too much as gospel, just because it's easier to sit here and like see what could have been done, what could have been done different, and stuff like that. But yeah, if he normal summons the Malgus, he can crack into the Little Knight without triggering anything. Special Renaud.
Crystals have these additional effects when they're just
And he
like
has...
graveyard, so you can play around Joel really well. You just
But he exhausts his battle phase here, which is kind of disrupting. But, I mean, if you're able to put out, like, Charles that can't be targeted or destroyed, and then, like, you're going to be able to pop something with Charles, like, you're going to be able to force... You're going to be able to force him. Not to mention, like, we don't know what his Islin is, like, in his back row.
gonna try to clear the little
So, yeah, battle phase, Malgus. Smack that knight. Just so you guys know, we're doing this early in the morning, too, so I got a good cup of coffee.
still have to deal with the Sulic back there.
And see that effect right there, man, that is exactly my bad luck. But we're going to see a special summon of Renaud targeting the Gearfried. So, like, this forces a response because, like, Gearfried's going to touch down regardless. So, Solik, I forget which one that is. Send to negate, I believe.
Summon himself back by sending a
And he gets to see, this is ridiculous. Like, literally so much playing on your own turn. Like, that is just insane to me. Literally insane that, like, Tier can just do this stuff still. Like, everything's limited, but, like, Tier's still able to go off. But I believe, like, this card you destroy.
got some clarity here. Renaud, special card, not naturally true, but when you're able to special summon it off its own effect, it can become a tuner. If you negate it with Sulic, it's still a tuner.
Ooh, that's interesting. I'd have to take a look at the card text there.
So the commenters are asking a good question that if you negate Renaud, does it still become a tuner?
Probably be an unclassified effect there, so if you're negating the effects, that card would be. But luckily, we've got our YuGiOh judges sitting at the table right there for us.
Yeah, because he's going to try to summon Angelica here. Using that negated Renaud. So Angelica will add another copy of Nova.
Yep, so then he's cleared his chain links.
And reusing the resources here is just a great way to counter Tearalament, sending everything to the graveyard. Does look, by the way, that we can synchro some of that out.
Okay, so it is confirmed. Yep, so the commenters just said you can, so it does still get treated as a tuner. You got to shuffle back 3. You want to keep, but see, like, man, so like I would shuffle back to Gearfried. And I only say I do that because, like, you've already exhausted the Almus, you've already exhausted your Renaud. Like, the likelihood of you getting, unless you're going for, like, an Isolde line, but even then, like, no, you can't because you already exhausted Renaud. I'd put back the Gearfried with the hopes of just drawing, especially since he's proven that he's playing the Sinful Spoil engine. That gives, you know, you can get an additional draw that way. So, like,
Graveyard, he gets to shuffle back 3 other
draw, and see, he draws Oliver. Oliver's a great draw. Not no Gearfried level, but Oliver's fantastic.
really important to have those.
But he's going to go ahead and grab the 3rd Noble Arms Museum,
Go for something maybe like 4 if you're not going for 1.
which, I mean, isn't too bad of an option.
Back can give you the resources you need.
Does make sense that Pakawat would go ahead.
He can attempt to see. He just might fall into. Yeah, so he can go Angelica, or not. Malgus target Angelica, trigger the Angelica. If he lets Angelica go through, that's crazy.
Helping him claw through the 10 cards that he lost earlier in the duel.
And see, that's why, like, generally, like the tier matchup is not too bad because sometimes, like, you want stuff milled, like, you can, like, thrive off of your graveyard. Like, your graveyard's definitely not like a second hand as it is to some decks, but you definitely have a lot of utility from the graveyard, so, like, it doesn't put you in the worst matchup, right?
The spell trap zone. Museum's going to be able to special summon it.
Interesting. So he's going to do that. He's going to Museum effect to special out the Malgus. Okay.
You're definitely right that
He's reading. I believe he's trying to read into Imperm here. He's going to use a 3rd Museum here. 3rd Museum pay. That's a lot of life.
holding off, but again, I think this is one of the last sort of
It is a lot of life to be paying. He's going to grab Durandal. But he's already used Durandal too. See, this is why I think Joyous, like, if you had Joyous, you could add Joyous here and then, like, add back the Gearfried.
And every deck has so much power going first, so
And then that would apply so much pressure having the Gearfried.
a lot of it is how big
Being able to touch down, like, being able to, like, check the
spot the other deck strategies have. So
the Dragostapelia. That'd be, like, insane. And it's just by just playing the Joyous, but clearly, I guess he does not play Joyous. But he's going to attempt to activate the Durandal.
difference of being able to play that deck versus this deck, where you don't have as many.
And it's going to eat the Tearalament, the other Tearalament card, which I believe is a shuffle back, right?
that's why we didn't search it. So we're saying no to the rental.
Yeah, dang. That's rough.
Big key
But see, that's like one of the major choke points of the deck is Isolde and Angelica. If people, most of the time, people will hit Angelica on the ad of the field spell, and you're just tagging, or you don't care. Sometimes like Imperm smacks her, and you just chuckle because like you can dodge Imperm.
prime is just going to be
But I'm trying, like right now, I'm trying to think of what he has. So he's gonna activate.
finally activate another museum here.
Oh, I thought he already activated the 3rd field spell.
That's already 36 paid.
No, he hasn't already. All right, so he's gonna activate the 3rd field spell here.
It's not what other people
That's insane. I mean, technically he can.
ability to just slap another one.
I mean, technically he could try and. No, he's already. I think he already activated Angelica's effect. So right now, I mean, he has Isolde. He could go to maybe. Maybe Isolde can get him to something.
Of finding a way to Charles at this point.
Because like he can
And then
do
Scream already set up.
Oliver,
With the
pitch
Sulic,
1.
as well as the Pearl Rhino. Having to get through the Collider is going to be a bit of an issue, but also that's the great thing about the Infernoble monsters. They are huge.
Like if he can just
Attack points still matter.
All right, so there
pitch, since he already had the field spell, like maybe Joyous.
special summon stuff.
People sleep on Joyous, man. It's Charles' sword for a reason.
Now this is another opportunity.
But again, easy to sit here in my position and, you know,
He's probably just going
say that, but being able, especially, it becomes level 1 tuner.
Comes out. It looks like he's going into
He's going to try and make. You can't do that. You're warrior locked, buddy. Okay, they catch it. Good. Okay, they catch it. He's warrior locked.
at this point.
And
Or like just
What?
I'm sorry.
relinquish anima is neither of those.
Okay, so I guess he was trying to get that ability. He's going to.
Because the anima was not used, Little Knight does not have the effect on
So this is just like he's trying to do little, like double Little Knight, I guess.
That's really the trade-off you want. So Drago Stapelia still can be very useful here, but Little Knight trades really well.
Arguably, he could be doing the same thing, but he could have tried to gone for an Isolde. He could have equipped Oliver to the Isolde, fired off Oliver, and I don't know about Dragon Staspelia's effect,
He's going to be able to go after,
but
sorry, the Kaleido Heart here, just the bandage.
maybe he could have done something like that, gone to Isolde, because like you never know, right? Like Isolde definitely was going to get checked, but you wouldn't have to go through like 2 of your Little Knights to do this.
Yeah, and then you change and
Well, like it depends. So, like he's using the effect to negate the Little Knight, so he could, yeah, he's doing exactly what he's doing, chaining, banishing. So like he's solving the board with Little Knight. Like this just goes to show you, like even if this right here was not the correct play, even if he decided to like go Isolde and then do Little Knight, like Little Knight just literally solved like this whole board. This is Little Knight's crazy, crazy.
surprised that Drago Stapelia didn't. Can Drago Stapelia? It's a hard lunch return, right? You couldn't activate it again to just put the counter on the Little Knight.
I believe so, that's correct. Now, that one
I don't know if Dragon Stapelia targets, but he would definitely would have had a way to play.
gets anything going.
I mean, like there's definitely a scenario where he would like makes Isolde, maybe doesn't use Isolde's effect to add because that would trigger the. Maybe he does, you know, and then he uses Oliver's effect to equip to it, and then like the opponent either chains there. I don't know if Dragon Stapelia targets, but if it does,
Maybe he just uses.
the opponent might not even know what Oliver does, and he might like get the advantage there if he tried that route. But
Try to play that.
I guess if you're a YCS, you're just gonna assume your opponent knows what they're doing, like right. So like, I get it. This is not a good situation for him.
Rough, but there's already 2 Little Knights in the grave. Luckily,
Yeah, maybe
Graveyard is
Destrudo. Okay,
a strong resource for the Infernoble deck as well.
I think maybe.
You at least put a warrior on the field.
Do you just scoop it up and go ahead and try to go into game 2 here?
Yep, we're going to use the Medora now.
He's using the Medora to shuffle back, and then that's going to give him.
Yeah, you don't usually see that pop out from the hand.
Interesting. So he's going to shuffle back 3.
The Destrudo coming from the hand here. So it looks like he's going
These cards were like made so well for each other. It's insane. Like I still to this day cannot believe like Konami made Tearalament, then made the Izuzu, however you pronounce their name, their cards, and thought it was okay. Like whoever was in control of like the department that did this knew what they were doing. So he's gonna pop his trap card, which I believe the trap gets an ability.
no sense. I imagine
I think all the traps get ability when they get sent to the graveyard. So he's gonna get to add, I believe. Yep, there you go. I think he adds.
not.
Crazy.
He really doesn't want to send another solid to the graveyard after already using it, especially if you put in the effort to put it back in the deck. You do want to have it on.
Yeah, I don't know what his.
Okay, you're just banishing the grief.
This is just like there's like a tons of what ifs that play into this. So it's like, what if he would have done this differently? If he was playing this to card, he could have done this sort of thing.
Done with it, so hopefully he
I don't think he did anything. I think Pac did the best he could. It'd been awesome if he had the Joyous. Joyous would have definitely probably saved him in that scenario, at least a little bit.
At the same time, though, he did have to summon that Medora from the hand. He did have to pay that half his life points for Destrudo. So
But I mean, like, yeah, already exhausted the battle phase and stuff like that. So he's gonna mill. He mills Mally. Oh my god.
Triple Karma here, you're able to get
I don't know if there's another Mally in the graveyard. No, he would have used the Mally already. But he's a crazy man. Veiler the Destrudo. Yeah. And see again, that's the one Veiler he drew for turn. Man, I'm telling you, people make fun of me for my trauma deck building, but it's because I understand this pain.
Karma finally.
Trivic Karma gonna activate, grab himself something.
we think Scream would be hugely helpful just to set up those plays on Pac's own turn.
I
If Pac has
I don't think Pac has 1,300 life points. I don't think he has long for this game 1. I believe this game 1's about to be wrapped up.
and now he has access to malicious. So yeah, activating Scream. And
Activate that. Set 1. And does he go malicious?
Try to trigger Scream right now, and then he can blink away into his own.
I mean, he could technically link malicious and something into something else.
It's an idea. I don't think he'd be saving that for like an Exceed summon or anything like that, but it looks like he's going to be.
Destrudo's going back to the bottom here.
And yeah, goes back to the bottom.
The link monster.
Because I think that's a condition, not an effect, if I remember right. But he's gonna go ahead and make the dark effect.
Back to Museum.
Yeah, bring back his own Little Knight.
Oh, and he's just gonna keep. Ooh, how does that work?
No, I mean that's not too bad. I mean he draws.
Still return to the same side
I think he drawed Ricardetto for turn.
That they were in, that's correct.
Yeah, but he can't.
Okay, Packets has down to a measly
To 100 life points. I mean, like,
Seen 4 times.
there's Red Layer.
Trying to make it work, that's the thing.
Aha, see, he's onto something. I too am playing Red Layer again.
Yeah, doesn't mean you have to give up the
Hope, oh man, if he equips this to another monster, does twice in the same stream, that'll be
This is the big reason why I wanted to have to use them.
that'll be something.
We don't even
He has Ricardetto in hand, so like he just gets to bait like something. That's all he has to do. He has to be able to bait
Another
something.
somehow?
Possibly.
I mean, goodness, I don't know.
Those effects. He might have just been setting it up just so we could have it in advance, but that seems a little ambitious considering this duel's not over yet. Shuffling through the graveyard there.
Did I miss another
Crazy.
already being sent to the grave earlier? Like he definitely has another one, right? Okay, so there's Richardetto on summon. He's going to be able to special summon back a level 4.
Yeah, if he chose the Malgus, he can maybe Little Knight. No Dragon Spell, you're responding. Okay.
Activates effects, but also may turn into level 1, but it was already level 1. But you know, just in case.
It is negated there, even if it doesn't.
So since he used the field spell, he can equip and then special.
Really, the first
He
time we've seen
might.
a card
Oh man, what do you? Wait, don't go off. I mean, like maybe he goes Oliver
to do some stuff.
to equip to something and then special. No, I think he just goes Malgus. Yeah, go Malgus, and then use the field of special. You can maybe make Angelica.
Be able to equip. And like to the museum, he's just going to
Oh,
chain
okay, he's just gonna banish.
the monsters down on the field, which is really all he needs.
Yep,
It's gonna be
I think that's all she wrote. Yep.
Now the question is,
Yeah, I believe that's all.
1,200 life points, what more in this duel, and have that anime protagonist moment of having 100 life points against his opponent.
I believe he currently is at 100. He's already paid that last 12. He just hasn't been updated yet. 'Cause he mentioned being at 100.
Yeah, that's
He has all
that's
the
rough.
able to add a
That is
card
definitely
to
rough.
the graveyard, but don't
I think he did everything correctly.
'cause I believe it only
Nice
takes
I mean,
he needs to add back the gear
for going second, for the deck not being able to go second. Yeah, he's wrapping. Okay.
Tearalament takes game 1.
Yeah, that's good call, Pack. Good call. You have about 24 minutes left. If you can just quickly get into what you're doing. All right. Well, that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Good job for Pack. So let's see if we can jump ahead here.
I mean, the desperation Tearalament Kashtira, banish a card in your hand, and
That's interesting. So Pack's gonna get to go first, which of course, hopefully we get to show the power of the deck going first. Because the deck, like almost anytime like you win with this deck, like you're going first, like you should win. Like there's, like it's a very slim chance unless your hand's like very fragile, which can happen. Like you can get those doggy doo doo hands where like you have like one like okay, so he has Nib Fenrir. Fenrir's so solid going second. I don't like Fenrir as I've been struggling with the red later as well, is because like Fenrir like so he's gonna do this right, and he's gonna be able to look at his hand, and if his opponent has Nib, the ultimate rare dolphin, that's also what I need to get. Ultimate rare dolphin. You're gonna be able to like you've already played one more summon into Nib. Does that make sense? That's even what I struggle with like playing the red layer is like you're one more summon into Nib, whereas like if you didn't summon the Fenrir or you didn't summon the red layer, you would see the Nib and you could technically play under it with the anti-Nibiru line with connector plus any way to Renaud allows you to it just allows you to get to Appaloosa or play through a Nib. Whereas this, like I said, this right here puts you one more summon addition. But he's going to go ahead and activate the Sinful Spoil. Or wanted, yeah, wanted. So this will be cool. We'll be able to see some of the Sinful Spoils. So grabbing the Witch. Fun fact, when I bought my boxes of this set, I actually pulled a quarter century rare Witch.
so now he has access to Diabellstar. Maybe
I actually pulled a lot of the stuff, but like use Dolphin's Effect, pitching the Rise Heart, which is good. I mean, that's a good one thing why the Fenrir is like so good.
the only monster he couldn't
Oh man,
and unfortunately he has hit it, but okay, there's no
Good.
other monsters that he can
good. So like this right here is exactly. I remember back in the day, man, everyone was debating like, do you play Dolphin and Connector? Like, is that what you do? Like, man, you all are crazy. You guys are losing games because of hand traps and hands that you could pick. And like now it's like, so he didn't have a hand trap, right? He had no hand traps, but he knows his hand is full of spells and traps. So like he knows, like he knows how to construct his board. He knows his opponent. If his opponent is even going to try to play, he's going to try and activate spells and traps, and or set those traps, activate those spells, and like he's going to use his ult effect cost sending probably 4, I bet. Angel Ring should be among them. No, you side out Angel Ring. No, you're going first. You keep Angel Ring in. Yeah, so you send 4. And already, man, like, it's done. Like, he's going to be able to interrupt with, hopefully he should be able to make 3 Charleses. Or not 3 Charleses, but 2 Charleses and have, like, 3 spell and trap negates. Ogier's going to send... Yeah, you're just doing the typical Dempsey line.
It almost certainly will with the effect of Charles. Once multiple Charles hit the field, they're going to be equipping him.
Yeah, you just do the Dempsey line here. I preferably would have... I still like the Artorias line. I'm not but I also play Joyous, so I can use the Artorias line. So it makes sense why, like, if you're not playing Joyous, you don't play Artorias or vice versa. But Joyous is such a fantastic card. I believe it doesn't hinder the deck too much. But we're going to see the Witch touchdown. See, this is pretty insane actually. So like he could even go Dempsey, but now he could actually go like even further. But like so like what is here's my question, right? And it's the Witch, like, what is the Witch doing in this scenario? I believe, like, I guess we'll have to see your special Renaud, add back DDR. Yeah, so this is technically the Dempsey line. The Witch just had the ability to sack off the equip, which the Witch is cool, don't get me wrong, like, I actually like the Witch. So he can go here for, ooh, he's just going to go ahead and go right into an Apollosa. Pretty cool, being able to make Apollosa. He could also have made, like, a Synchro 8 there, which would be kind of cool. Like, I've in my list, I was testing Omega again, so I can make Omega and, like, rip another card from him. But we're going to go ahead and detach, and I believe we add... He already special out Renaud? Okay, and then he uses the Sinful Spoil. Gotcha. Go ahead and send out Ricardetto. And see, this is where I believe, like... Yeah, this is where the engine really thrives, is when you have a level 4 in the graveyard and the Witch can pitch it. But I notice a lot of people nowadays, which I think is incorrect, is cutting down, like, the Infernoble lineup, and I don't think that's correct. I think that, arguably, you should play, like... 5 to 6, I think 5 is a sweet number of normal summons, but like you should play 3 Connector and then 2 to 3 Ogier, because Ogier is the next best normal summon. I understand you like don't want to clog your hand with normal summons, but it's not terrible opening them both, especially like if you're able to especially if you're able to like discard or get Ogier to the graveyard. It just allows you to do so much better, which is where the Sinfuls package really thrives. Is like when you're able to pitch like these non-tuner level 4s to the graveyard, it just like makes the Witch like a 1-card combo, because like yeah, you have to pitch a card, but like you draw a card, so it's literally a 1-card combo. But anyway, we're going to see him go off here. Even have Finra on board is pretty nice too. Having that on board is pretty nice. I didn't see it in his deck list when I was watching him go first, so maybe he sides into it, which would be kind of smart actually. But that's interesting that he would side into it. I didn't happen to see when he was going through his cards, so maybe Typhon. Literally, guys, at Friday night, I literally put Typhon into my deck list. Like, I actually have my deck box here to even prove it. I've been testing Typhon. But anyway, sending the but like, so now he pitches here, summon out here. So like, if he wanted to, that becomes level 1. He gets Synchro off with Fenrir and Oliver. I don't know his extra deck, but oh no, he's IP. Yeah, SP Little Knight. Why would I think different, right? Well, I think of like the cool plays you can make when you just make Little Knight. I was thinking he could do like make it a level 8, that level 8 Warrior Synchro, Lavavel Extra Lord or something like that, which would be kind of cool. But Field Spell is special. So he's used the Field Spell to move up already. Charles, which is going to attach. Oh, he skipped a step. I do that all the time, man. I do that all the time, and then there we go, and then that'll equip there. So he has the Ashen Hand. That's okay. That's pretty sweet. By having the Sinful engine, he was able to like do this right here, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. If people forget Phoenix Blade can send from field as well, I believe. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty solid pack. Good for, yeah. So that shows you the Sinful Spoil stuff right there. Like that's pretty cool. One of the many benefits that that engine can give you. In phase, that'll equip to the Charles. In phase, Angelica returns. Then he gets to attach. Maybe. Oh, and see, like you don't. So why doesn't he get to? Going on to game 3. Why didn't he attach from the deck? Like, did he not like want to attach OG? Like, that's interesting. I mean, given the guy scooped it up, so like, it doesn't matter. But interesting, he didn't attach from the deck. All right. Here we go. That all-important game 3. So he's revealing set 1, reveal Danger Nessie. So 5, 2. Okay. See if he's an American Sniper here. Hits the nib. All right, that's not too bad. Not too bad of a hit. Hopefully this isn't just one of those where like they pass on like set 1 Nessie pass, you know, like that would be just sad. Malgus, dude, okay, so this man is seeing Malgus every hand, it feels like. Or he searched it the last hand, so 2 out of 3 games he saw it. Bro, like, when you know you're going second, you side out Malgus. I 100%, I think that is 100% correct. You side out the Malgus for something else. But, also, hard opening Malgus ain't that bad. It's a normal, summonable Fire Warrior that sticks, that doesn't activate, so, like, it's a pretty hard counter to Little Knight. And since you always will have the field spell, and he has the field spell right there. His hand looks like Durandal. He has the wanted card, which is interesting. See, like I was saying, I truly believe like the deck does what it needs to do without having the Sinfoil package. The Sinfoil, is that a volcanic card? Oh, okay, yeah, he can go into like sprite stuff, yeah, then Sin dump names and stuff. Okay, I was confused for a second. I was like, what in tarnation?
Yeah, Scattershot is mandatory, so it's going to be chainless.
Scattershot, bro. If you guys watched one of my live streams like way back when, like literally me and my buddy Nick were like fresh off of like, I got my invite the weekend before, and he got his invite that next weekend. We played at locals, and literally our guy Sebastian played the Volcanics. He came through and smoked us both. He was like, he's like, I literally clapped 2 regional topping decks with Volcanics. If you guys were there for that stream, you guys know what I'm talking about. But anyway, he's gonna be able to send off Sprint, which is kind of crazy that it works together like that, man. Sprint's an insane card. I still remember when we were comboing with Sprint, making Garura. Garura is pretty cool. There was actually a deck list at the UK Open, or not, UK, something like that, UK Open circuit or something like that. Infernoble got 2nd place, and he was playing Super Poly, which I think is really cool because me and my testing partner were talking about how like Super Poly might not be too bad. You Super Poly into like either one of Mud Dragon or Garuda. Mud Dragon call fire, you combo like protected from Imperm. So he's linking off into SP Little Knight. He's going to use, and then the Garuda is a level 6, so then like you may get Oliver out in any form or fashion, or if you're able to do like any sort of thing where you can like make use a Turpin to make things a tuner, you can synchro for Baron and draw a card. But he's going to pass, and he gets DD Crow. That DD Crow is a very powerful. Like I understand everybody's sides, and everyone's like I don't know, like there's everyone's sides differently, but this is a matchup that I would definitely like. Normally you think about getting rid of DD Crow, but he's going to equip Durandal correctly to Little Knight. So, man, I don't know what I would do here. He has, I think that's wanted. So maybe do you go for YuGiOh? I don't know if YuGiOh, well, maybe he sided it out, but like I know he was playing red layer. You go red layer, special red layer, attempt to whack over. Because looking at his hand, like he definitely would have been able to grab. It's just interesting. So
he activated the museum first.
So effect, yep, that's okay.
So Ozier's going to normal summon, use its effect to send
Use its
the
effect,
Firewire
yeah, so he gets to
or
send.
deck to the grave.
He has the,
But Little Knight will be used to banish it from the field. Looks like he's trying to send the
so he can send Turpin. He has the ability to get the Malgus from his hand, which is really interesting because he can use Ricardetto's effect. But I don't know if this was the correct, maybe you add red layer, special red layer, crack over. So he has Sinfoil, so we're going to see, here we go. See, I'm never like truly like my decisions are never set in stone. So like if this like video if he can prove to me now to play the Sinfoil package, like I'll play it, right? So like in my opinion, I'm not a fan of the Sinfoil Sin package, the Sinful package, the wanted package. I'm not a fan of it because I've tested it and my experiences have not been like positive. Like I don't think like it's not been groundbreaking to me, but just because I'm like by watching like seeing this stuff, I'm able to. So yes, he could use this, pitch that. But what does that do for you? Well, I mean, like, literally, what is this? I mean, so you go that, pitch Ricardetto, the effect will set something. So you get 6 minutes left. So he's setting Sinfoil. So he's not even setting the level 1, the Snake Eyes card, right? So he sets wanted. That is, I mean, maybe you side it out because you're going second, right? But what is...
he just set the wrong one. Okay, that's unfortunate.
Oh shoot, he set the wrong one. So he, oh no.
Definitely a marathon when you're at a YuGiOh Championship Series event. It's not just one duel, not two.
Oh no, okay. So special out Malgus. And then see, he could actually, so it's a level 4 tuner, so if he could do this, he could, oh no, if he set the right card, he could use the Sinful, send the Witch, summon out Renaud add back something, Renaud wouldn't be a tuner, and then Malgus would be, and synchro into Angelica. Wow. What a, that's crazy. I'm trying to look and see, like, did he really set the... Because I know sometimes, like, you can side out. I know some people will side out, like, the cards, like, the summon thing, like, from the deck. Like, I know some people will side that out. And dude, I don't think it's correct, but I know I've seen, like, people list and people in, like, their tech profiles and stuff like that talk about siding it out. But he still has his Zoldax. No, he doesn't. What does he have here? Like, I'm trying to figure out what he has access to here. He's already exhausted Durandal.
Level board, that's the thing. He wasn't able to close out the game.
He can make his Zol, but he's already exhausted the Ricardetto. I mean, like,
Everything coming his way.
Looks like he's going to be able to go
so Dempsey, all right, Dempsey effect.
He's going to add another Fire Warrior.
He can grab Renaud, but what good does that Renaud do you?
I don't know if I've ever seen in a battling boxer deck. I've seen it using to either Surge Raisin or, well, just Airlifter or...
Yeah, like what is... So he can special Renaud effect, target the Durandal to add back. But like...
I do enjoy when every card in my deck is accessible by...
Okay, so he might... I think I see what he has. He can detach. He doesn't even need to detach. He can link off the...
Different ways you can search the same sets of cards.
I don't know if that's... See, man, I wish Little Knight had one arrow pointing down. That'd be awesome. He could have linked off here into that.
That you can target your own cards.
Oh, but Renaud's... Yeah, so he used Renaud. Renaud's a tuner. And he's still doing it.
Yep, now that
Yeah, so like he didn't need... So like he could have made Little Knight and then done some stuff, but I think he's okay.
summon itself, and then you're able to synchro summon here. It looks like
Yeah, he goes into Angelica. Angelica grabbed the field spell.
Now this is the concerning part. I don't think you're as willing to use multiple museums at this point unless you are able
3 minutes left. Yeah, that's an issue.
cannot be broken. You still have
That is an issue.
life points to work with.
Having 3 minutes left and having to use field spell. Like, see, that's why, like, man, like I think Infernoble's a fair deck.
Going to pay for additional copies of
A fair deck that puts up some crazy boards, man. But it has some fairness because right now, if Pac doesn't like kick his brain cells into like overdrive,
I don't think the
he only has legitimately three minutes on the dot, pretty much, to do stuff. So he goes Little Knight, which I don't think he should have done.
Charles the Great. Dealing with
I don't think. I mean, like, I get the theory behind it.
that Scott often said.
That'll be interesting.
Maybe you just hard make like the original Charles and hold the line with that. Definitely interesting.
It was meta noise.
Meta noise. Okay. See, I forget the Tearalament names,
The graveyard again.
but
This is something you have to really consider with Danger Monster, just because it wouldn't have a beneficial.
he could like. But he's locked off his zone, so he can't make the synchro. He can't make the link to Charles.
Danger doesn't miss, but in this case, maybe he really.
And again, guys, like I'm saying, like it's very easy for me to sit and be like, oh, all this like you mess up, blah blah blah, whatever, you know, like. But like when you're sitting in this chair, it's a totally different story.
Which again,
So like,
I don't know how you can really do that when you have 4 cards.
2 minutes left, dude. I don't know if this is the correct line.
Speaking of odds, we are back
I don't know. I can't remember what Meta Noise does.
at the life point.
So like, I think hindsight, I see the ability. I see him smacking with the
It feels like that's the only thing that's
um,
play at this
SP Little Knight. I see the theory behind that to go ahead and get rid, right? I see that theory. I see it loud and clear. I understand it. Chain effect. Summon out Roland. He has 2 minutes left.
For very good reason, because otherwise you just get to skip the step.
Roland. He gets to send. What do you send?
So Roland is now on the field. You're going to be able to send a fire.
I mean, if you send Gearfried, I mean, maybe you send Gearfried. Has he? He hasn't used. Is that a second? No, he put back Turban. Okay, you could send that. Use
cards for Scott.
Malgus equipped. Field spell special Malgus. Equipped Almus. Synchro. Yeah, that would be a line.
Still having that DD Crow as well as an extra interruption.
That would be. Yep. Then go ahead and use Malgus equipped special. I mean, that's his only option, unless he's already used Malgus and I missed it already.
Pro basically stops anything from happening to
I mean, is he thinking about making a second?
Scott
Like,
basically puts together some one Tearalament.
like, is he thinking about making a second? No, maybe I'm
That DD Crow's gonna swoop in and
what
out of the graveyard.
into his Zold.
This is what I mentioned earlier.
I don't think this was the correct.
Noble on the field, you can use their graveyard effects by simply linking away the
I don't know if that was the correct. Like, I understand. Like, maybe he foresees like
Gets to add a Noble Arms equip. When it's
the time issue right now. Like maybe
graveyard, you get to add a Noble.
because he hasn't got a battle phase yet, so he has less than a minute to get a battle phase in. So I think he can get in there if he hasn't had a battle phase already. Yeah, no, he hasn't. The the SP Little Knight removed itself, so he didn't even have to battle over it. So he adds Ricardetto back.
But he has a strong follow-up.
Man, I would just banish special. Yeah.
Down to 25 seconds here.
I mean, Pac still has plenty of plays. He's going to be able
What do you?
to send just one here, maybe, or going to go for all 4. Going to summon another Oshir, even though.
I'm just confused on.
Going to go for Fire from the Lady. Going to be able to use this effect if he wants to special summon a Fire Warrior from the hand. Or
He has 9 seconds left, man.
Appaloosa
This is like making my heart pound.
into another Link monster here. Probably just another SP Little Knight, maybe.
SP Little Knight would feel
Oh, he is. Oh, wow. I've been so focused on the game.
And being a warrior really comes in handy
Yeah, I've been so focused on the gameplay. I didn't see that Pac was ahead in life.
when you have
Okay. There's like no time.
monsters equipped.
Maybe they have an extension or something. Yeah, they had an extension.
Close to time.
Oh, absolutely. That SP Little Knight isn't that little.
Man, if
It looks like our clock might
Interesting.
be out of sync, that the judges have
So, yeah, so they probably got an extension. Okay, so yeah, he didn't have a battle phase. Okay. I was so focused, guys. I was so focused on watching the match, I totally didn't even... I spaced the life points. I had thought, for some reason, my mind thought he had activated multiple field spells, and he was, like, lower life points. Like, this man needs to hurry up and get to a battle phase. You have to gear feed this man. This is too good. And he has DD Crow 2 in hand. I think he has Ash in hand, too. Like, he is just sitting. No, that's Ricardetto. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Good job, Pack. That is awesome. So... Sweet for Pac-Man. That was awesome. Good. I think that was some good gameplay. Again, like, you can't really, like, I know some other YouTubers stuff, like, come in, like, watch and commentate over people, the YCSs, but you can't really, like, break down someone's, like, plays and call them bad, call them misplays, or call them stuff like that, because you're in the heat of the moment. You have people watching you. You're being streamed live. You have the judges sitting there, like, you're already on edge. And, man, when I get nervous even, like, when I start getting to, like, top tables, I start getting shaky and stuff like that. So, like, I truly get it. We got to see some of the sinful, it's like a tongue twister for me, the sinful spoil package, and I think that's pretty cool. I think it is. It doesn't sell me on it yet, but I am pretty interested to see, like I said, as I'm making this video, he's already in the top 16 along with 2 other Infernoble players. So, like, go get him, boys, go get him. But I'm very interested to see the pure list and the reason behind not playing the sinful package, because, like, I believe the package does more, and, like, looking into, like, this match, like, it did do more, I believe. And that was a huge misplay of not placing the right card, which is, you know, neither here nor there. If he placed the correct card, he would have been, like, way much in a better position, but he was able to still do stuff even with that minor misplay. So the sinful spoil package still proving itself that, as we've always believed, it's a engine that works well with the Infernoble strategy. And, you know, Pack's just representing, man, I hate Tearalament, so it's always a good thing to see Tearals get smacked. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We might do some more of this if we get into the top 8 stuff. Well, if you guys enjoy this type of content too, give a like, comment down below. And without further ado, this is Charles with Team COG, signing out.